Today we're going to meditate from Psalm 101. It's a psalm of David. David made some deliberate choices in his life, and these deliberate choices was first for his personal life, second his home life, and also for the community. What were these choices? It was a commitment to holiness, to rule righteously, and he had zero tolerance for deceit and wickedness. David was anointed 3 times. You will say, how? When he was young, he was anointed by Samuel, and he had not become king. And then after the death of Saul, he was anointed to become king over the tribe of Judah. And 7 years later, he became king over the tribes of Israel. So he had a long time to reflect on how he should reign in his kingdom. He loved God so much that he was called a man after God's own heart. The intimacy he developed with God was due to his obedience. And it says in verse 1 in Psalm 101, I will sing of your love and justice. To you, O Lord, I will sing praise. Love, justice, mercy originates from God, not man. God is the one. He is the author of love. He is the author of justice and mercy. Man's ways of thinking are mostly deficient and incomplete. And then it says, I will be careful to lead a blameless life. When will you come to me? So these are vows he made to have a blameless life. Can we say that about us? And he says, when will you come to me? David related his intimacy with God as being obedient to him. If you love me, you will keep my commandments. You show your love and affection to him in the matter of obedience. God responds to obedience. David said, I will be careful to lead a blameless life. When will you come to me? I will conduct my affairs of my house with a blameless heart. He connected God's presence with obedience. What he did was he got his life in order. He aligned himself. He aligned himself with the character of God. And the choice that he made, he said, I will behave wisely, was his motto. I will behave wisely when I'm in good situation, when I'm in bad or stressful, difficult situation, I will behave wisely. That should be our motto as well. I will behave wisely everywhere, anywhere, with whomever I'm with. Can that be your motto? I will be blameless before my God. There was no duplicity with him. He said, I will conduct the affairs of my house with a blameless heart. His private life, his public life, all was the same. He didn't have to act out, be one person in one life and the other one in another one. What you are at home is what you will be indeed. What you are at home, or who you are at home, is who you are indeed. And he said, I will not look with approval on anything that is vile. So with his eyes, he made a covenant that he will not look at anything that is vile. And he says in verse 3, I hate what the faithless people do. Who are these faithless people? These are the people who lack trust, reliance, or belief in God. He said, I hate what faithless people do. I will not be part of that. He made a vow. He's making some vows and decisions, and he says that. And he said, I will not look with my eyes to anything vile. That's the lust of the eyes. He said, I have made a covenant with my eyes and its moral integrity, whether it's private or in public. So what do you and I have to do? We have to raise the bar so high for ourselves that within our circle of influence. And so that can cause a ripple effect. So people change because we have raised the bar high. We don't go along with the flow. Stay away from people who derail your high standards. That's the key thing. Stay away from people who will derail your high standards. Verse 4, it says, the perverse heart shall be far from me. I will do nothing with anything that is of evil. What is a perverse heart? It's a twisted mind, and that will hate plain truth and a straight path. We see that nowadays. What is truth is now a lie, and a lie becomes truth. That is a perverse heart. It's a twisted mind that will hate plain truth and a straight path, have nothing to do with them. A warped mind cannot be reasoned with. It leads to mindless arguments and controversies, and you lose your peace over it. Stay away from such people. And in verse 5 it says, whoever slanders their neighbor in secret, I will put in silence. Whoever has a haughty eyes and a proud heart, I will not tolerate. Slander. That is a word that we hear more often these days. There are 3 people that are affected when slander is being done. And there are 3 deadly wounds. The man whom he's slandering about, communicating the slander to another, and the slanderer himself. What is slander? It is making false statement to ruin someone's reputation. Don't do that. Don't do that, because it's a deadly wound. And whoever slanders their neighbor in secret, I will put to silence. Whoever has a haughty eye. What is a haughty eye? That's an elevation of self, that you are better than everyone else. And it's a contempt for others. And a proud heart. That's someone who is self-exalting and self-relying on themselves. David committed himself to righteousness in leadership. And he says, he will remove evil from his house and his kingdom. Verse 6 says, my eyes will be on the faithful of the land, and they will dwell with me, and the one whose walk is blameless will minister to me. So what's he trying to say? He says, every person should build up his kingdom, not someone who tears it down. No one who practices deceit will dwell in my house. No one who speaks falsely will stand in my presence. Every morning I will put to silence all the wicked in the land. I will cut off every evil doer from the city of the Lord. David has a very high standard, and he's saying that he's looking for people who will build up his kingdom, not tear it down. You and I have a grave responsibility that we do not build up what God has put up for us to follow. Do not tear down. Do not seek a path that is offensive to him and that is hurtful to him, because that will only cause damage to your life and to the ones around. Where do you and I stand in our life? Is it transparent in our private or public? Our final accounting is with God and His Word, no one else. And that's why that's the standard that you assess yourself. The Word of God is a mirror. You look into it and you read it and you get correction from it. There should be no duplicity in our life. Refuse to entertain anything vile. Follow through with the covenant that you have made with the Lord. It's a covenant relationship that you belong to Him and He belongs to you. Be blameless, be obedient, be a person of moral integrity, build up and not tear down. David made that big decision in his life, and his reign and his kingdom was honored and blessed of God. We make mistakes, but the Lord is there to forgive us and to lead us in the way everlasting. Psalm 101, I pray that it was a blessing as it was a blessing to me. May the Lord bless you.